welcome to my laundry room in my basement, which is also our pantry, and like a water heater and all the things are down here. But anyway, let's answer this question. Are cloth pads hard to clean? How do you get stains out? So I just happen to have cloth pads that need to be cleaned. Let me move this so I can actually get closer. Okay. So, cloth pads are actually very easy to clean. It's a 2 to 3 step process with the washing machine, and then you can hang them to dry or toss them in the dryer. Mine are dryer safe. Some other makers may prefer that you lay them out or hang them to dry, but mine are dryer safe. Excuse me. So these are from last Wednesday, from 4th of July weekend, when we were camping. So this was my setup while we were camping. I had all of my clean pads in one bag, and then as I used them, I put the used ones into the second bag, and then I filled up another, put the rest of them in this bag. So, these are wet bags, and I do have them available on the website, not in these colors or patterns, but I have my own available. These I have left over from cloth diapering my children. So let's do a quick wash routine, and I will show you how we clean them and get the stains out. So first of all, when you use your pad, you're going to want to put it into an open air container so that it will dry out, and that helps to keep bacteria from growing, and it also keeps any smell, like yucky odor, from being in there. So you can keep them in a wet bag and just keep the zipper open, or you can just put them in an open air hamper. You do not need to rinse them after you use them. Some people prefer to do it that way. They will use their pad and then they'll rinse it in the sink or toss it in the shower or whatever. But you do not need to do that. All you need to do is let the blood dry until wash day. And dry blood has no odor. So I'm going to make sure that all of these pads are unsnapped. And this is the back of the pad, so you're not going to see anything. I'm going to dump them in here. I'm pretty sure that I did unsnap all of them before I put them into the bags. But because we were camping and in a different situation, just to make sure. Okay, and then you put the wet bags in to the washing machine inside out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with all of these, and then we'll be right back. Alright, all my pads are in the washing machine. So what we're going to do is, step 1 is do a quick rinse, or a pre-soak, pre-wash. Basically, the fastest full-length cycle that your machine has, and you can add a little bit of detergent or like a stain treatment like OxiClean, but you don't have to. All you need is the water to rehydrate the blood in the pads and help it wash out. The blood is water soluble, so it will rinse right out once it's rehydrated. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. This machine has pre-soak, pre-wash, so we're going to do it on that cycle, and you want to make sure your machine is set to cold wash, cold rinse, and you're going to want to make sure that you have your water set high enough to where all the pads are covered while they're being agitated, because I know some washing machines use the bare minimum water, so you want to make sure your water settings are to fill it up all the way. Okay, now that our pre-soak, pre-wash cycle is done, we are going to stain treat. So these have been rehydrated and the blood has been rinsed out. So I'm just going to pull them all out and lay them on the side of my thing. And I won't show you the whole thing, but any of them that are stained, like this one is stained, I will be going back over. This one has some staining. I will be going back over with hydrogen peroxide and letting them sit for a few minutes before we put them back in and do our second wash. Staining, and I know a lot of these are gonna have some stains on them because it's been quite a while since I bothered, because no one sees them but me. Stains do not mean that they're dirty. Let's see, what else? I'm just going to pause so I can go through these faster, and then I will show you how I do the hydrogen peroxide. Alright, so I picked two pads that I will showcase. So this one has, like, you can see a lot of staining on it. And then this one, sorry it's so dark down here. I don't know if you can see that. It has a little bit of staining here. So we're going to do these two, and then I will pull these two specific pads out at the end of the wash cycle to show you that the stains are gone. So what we do is we take our hydrogen peroxide and we just squirt it on there. Just squirt it on the stain. And it's going to bubble and be all crazy. Let's see, put that there. Because what the hydrogen peroxide is doing is it's actually eating at the proteins in the blood, and that's how it removes the stains. And you can, I don't know if you can hear it bubbling. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but just a little bit more back here. So I'm just going to go through and do that to the rest of these pads and then toss them back into the wash. Alright, I finished putting hydrogen peroxide on all of the pads that had stains on them. These are the two we're going to focus on when they come out of the wash. Put them in there. We're going to turn it back to hot water or hot warm for this machine. And then we're going to go ahead and add our detergent. And also bulk our load with some other laundry. So I'm just going to throw some small towels and stuff in there. And then I will run it on a full long wash cycle. And then I will be back when they get out to show you the lack of stains, or if there's still staining left, before I toss them into the dryer. And I just wanted to clarify that you do not have to use towels. You can, where'd my arrow go? Oh, there it is. You can throw these in with any of your laundry, any of your normal laundry, shirts, pants, all of it, because the blood is already rinsed out and there will be no stain transfer. Okay, wash cycle is done, and I found the two that we were concentrating on, and let's see if I can turn into the light a little bit better. Okay, so this is the one that had like the big stain. It was like this whole area. So if you look really close and in the right lighting, there's still a little bit of shadow staining, like right in the middle, sort of. But for the most part, that stain is gone. And if I wanted to get rid of the shadow staining, I could just put this outside wet in the sunshine. And then this one, the stain was down here and it is completely gone. So I hope that answered your question. If you have any more, please let me know.